おはようございます。こんにちは、こんばんは。なんとか作れたか。はい、これがゆっくり入れる最後のバルダーズゲートかもしれません。これからはぶつ切り、会話オンリーで戦闘も考慮なしにして、プレイしていこうかなと思ってます。確実に見てくれてる人がいるのはいるで困るといえば困るな。嬉しい悲鳴です。生放送垂れ流しにもしようかなと思いましたがまだこっちのがマシかなと考えに至りました。今やっとモッドで追加されたバッグ買ったな。これ買ったのはいいですが今まで持ってたアイテムは入れてくれないですね。そうなんだな。結局手動で手紙だけ入れました。これアイテム買いましたが使いどころがなさそうなアイテムですね。消費アイテムは需要あるけど武器は箱に入ってるのが強いな。もう癒しの水薬なんか使いどころなさそうだな。上位の作成するのに必要だったりせんのかな。魔法もそこそこ買ったな。でも誰に持たせるか考えないと。下着ってこれモッドのかな。翻訳されてるからバニラのかもしれんな。最初こうやってバッグの中のバッグを開いてしないといけなくて。どうやってバッグを出すかわからなかったな。最初に開いて、ここで取得。これでバッグ取り出せたがめっちゃ増えた。でもまあ見やすいかな。これどんなんだ。ちょっと脱いでみせて。あれ、全然普通のか。やっぱバニラのかな。
Burning through our oil, but it should just about do.
Just about?
Just about. We shouldn't hang around too long, though.
Can't chat. I need to reinforce the barricade.
バリケード強化?
Never thought I'd see the day Jaheira shows mercy to a true soul. Or whatever it is you are.
信じてもらえてないな。
Sure of you? I hope she's right. This barricade might keep the shadows out, but it won't help against what's already inside.
I think staring out into the dark so much is doing something to my eyes.
Hope you know what you're doing. Walking around with that thing behind
あれ
your
こい
eye.
つ移動しただけか。
Hey! That's close enough. Artifact or no, I don't like the likes of you crashing our party.
Give it a rest, Alfred. We need all the goddamned help we can get.
こいつはハーパーってついてるけどアルスレッドはフルネームだな。
Not that you'll give a triple shot damn, but we were ambushed by them bloody cultists. Bastards torched the pigsty we were staying in and made off with the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate himself.
The Absolute's taken him then. No question about it.
あれその話も知ってるん?
Sure did. For all the good that does us.
あ、ここに来たのか。
She's inside. One of the ground floor chambers.
まだいるのか。
We need to talk to Floric.
Guess you need to be a goddamned counselor to get room and board around here.
顧問とも会話するんだな。
Out. All this standing around is making me antsy.
お鍛冶屋の匂いが。
Hey, it's Dannon! Let's say hi!
やっぱこっちにダモンがいるのか。
We've shared but one victory, friend. But it will not be our last.
お前は信じてるのか。
I've definitely seen that ox before. It has the same strange look in its eye.
牛も来てんだな。おうダモンいい剣持ってるな。
Karlak! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
その流れ海外の言い回しなんかな。
Ew, no! Good news, please, my good
並行いう展開もあるのか。
One more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlak to
touch people.
Exactly.
二つ持ってたような。
God. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing.
Hang on. I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
どれくらいの悪いニュースだろう。
But first, fix me.
話聞いてないな。
Please.
ダモン話してくれなんだ。
Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlak, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can.
諦めんなよ。
It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus. For good. This thing is going to blow.
アベルヌスって故郷だっ
rather
け
than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it.
それだけの覚悟と戻りたくない覚悟があると、生きてないのと同じってことかな。延命治療ってことか。じゃカーラックの意志を尊重しよう。
Well... Alright. This shouldn't take long.
毎回仕事が早い。明日くらいまで待っていいと思うけど。出来上がり、早いすぎる。
Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself.
これ心臓取り出してるってことだよな。服も脱がずどうやった？
So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
あ、ここでか。あんまやりすぎるとあかんかな。まず添えるくらいに。
You feel so nice.
ああ、それだったらハグするんだったな。こっからハグするでいいと思うけどな。
I can't believe it. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours.
え？いや、それ聞い
It's
たばっか
contained
だ
for
が。
the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely.
強制的に聞かせるパターンなんだな。
But the thing is, there's a cure.
あ、直す方法ある
I
ん？
wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus.
ああ、そういう方法
For
か。
good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again.
じゃザリエルを丸
I'd
そう。
rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it.
ダモンそれ以上は言っちゃいけないんじゃ。
I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
まずカーラック、触覚を取り戻したことを祝おう。
Right? All this doom and gloom. I have something far more exciting on my mind than this bloody tin box. Thanks, Damon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck. Both of you. Look after yourself, alright?
お前もな。あれ？完了？あ、どれだ？上3つだな。あれ完了だけど完了エリアにないけど。
Glad you and Karlak are all right. Well, as all right as any of us.
A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working...
なんだっけ武器作るやつだっけ？はい、またカットしていきます。
I'll be here if you need anything else.
買い物の考慮だけでめっちゃ時間かかってる。
This is the best day. The best day.
カーラックを主人公で選ぶんだったな。
I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast.
ああ、これはどうしたら相手になれるんだ。相手はいるのか。
I'm not sure. Depends who's got me in mind. Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again, maybe it was just an old eye.
忍びはないだろう。正気あるのか。
Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact.
1000年生きれるんだ。
I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing.
これなあ、難しかったんは分かってたんだが。俺たちはチームだ。そういう判断は一緒に。
Not always. Not this. I'm sorry. But this one is mine.
ああ、尊重してればよかった。
I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me.
すっごい感情表現してる気がする。
Please.
あんなに明るかったカーラックだもんな。わかった、今はやめておこう。
Soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
ウシオ、お前もここまで来たのか。
No, still incapable.
何がだ。前にも言うてた？何が無理だ。
Not for you to know.
説得しないとか。なあ、頼む、知りたくてたまらないんだ。惜し。こんなんで一回使ったんだ。
Well, come close. Your mind to mine.
何心をつなげるって。え？なんだ？
Are you satisfied?
途方もなく牛らしくならぬ考えだな。お前の正体は。
Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out.
まさかの存在になるのか。秘密は守る。あ、これ会話終了だったか。進んだと思ってた。
Do you like our new friend? He's new.
お前ら襲ってくるんじゃないぞ。
Glad to see you made it. I am. Indeed I am.
お前も話せるか。
I remember you from the grove with the druids. I hoped to see you again. And now I have.
よく牛は生き延びたな。
One hoof quickly following the other.
ただ走っただけか。あ、これ植木長押しで装備してる松明出せました。片手武器じゃないと装備外れるようだな。じゃあ1階にいるフロリック顧問に話しに行くか。あれこれ赤くないから盗難にならない？
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
The Drider doing the cult's work. The absolute.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
ゼブローはどこに？
Gone. And more than half the others with him.
それを救出にって言うてるんだな。
Out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze. Begged us to surrender.
セブローが懇願した？
They were toying with us. Making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... Maybe the cult got them.
お前が半分の命を救ったと？希望を捨てんな。他にも生き延びた。ゼブローもまだ生きてる。
Zevlor had hope. It didn't save him. A little sense will serve us better, I think. But... Thanks. It was sweet of you to try.
You're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too.
お前も無事だったんだな。話は聞いた。人々がムーンライズにさらわれたそうだな。
I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue.
おう拷問か。って誰だっけ？アラシャラクって誰だっけ？
Which? Back in the grove, he ran drills with the kids.
ああ、最初ビルの隣くらいにいたやつかな。
That seems like a lifetime ago now. Some of us fought back. Or tried to. But it was hopeless. All I could do was run.
間違いじゃないだろう。カルトは他のに何をしてた？
It just happened so quickly. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
これはどういう意味だ？今までとかそういう意味かな。一歩ずつ着実に。
You make it sound so easy. But I'll try.
あ、助言を求めてたのか。
You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And God have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit.
全力を尽くして彼らを救う。誓おう。
Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful out there. All right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
お前も丸布か？この中にフロリック顧問が？
Good to see you're still breathing. It's the best we can hope for.
あれフロリック顧問の部屋じゃないのか？勝手に部屋漁るな。ここにいるって話じゃなかった？こっちか？あれ？お前って。悪魔じゃねえか。レベル16かよ。あれバニラだと最大って12だっけ？でなんでモルと一緒にいるんだ？
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief.
確かに救われたかもな。
Do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
チェスじゃねえのかよ。
The keen gleam in Maul's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well.
え？
And she
彼女？
wants to
性別メスなのか？これはないなぁ。圧力をかけて、キングの前の駒を攻撃するんだ。
My, the Thescan double counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did.
何の契約だ?
Consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
もごうとしてるのか?
Please let me smack this creep.
The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no idea you played.
なんでここにいる? ゲームをするために?
To play the game. The vast, Lanceboard of Souls. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
頼み事?
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business. Devil. A long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
なんで悪魔に頼む？こいつに貸しなんかしたらめんどすぎるだろ。まずい考えだアスタリオン。他の方法を考えろ。
Oh, such impatience. It's something very important to your master. But is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I could give you all the gory details. But of course, you'll have to do something for me first. Let me think about it and get back to you.
You'll get back to me? This is important, Devil. When?
Don't worry. I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
何消えるだと？あれこれオトマタラグか？かもしれないな。で最後はジャヘイラか。
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods.
To your very good health.
カーラックはお前に会えて大喜びなんだ許してやってくれ。
Yeah.
うひって。
I mean, it's an honor, milady.
I will gladly drink to your health as well, Garlack.
レイゼル黙ってるな。
Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you. Isn't it?
変えている？そうかもな。能力を向上してるかもな。
Look around you. Good men, good women.
あれ今の回答なんか変だった？
2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I?
それしかないんだとしてもそうでなくても大丈夫だ任せろ。
Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
100年前に会った男？誰だって？
General Ketherick Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketherick Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible.
We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
何か考えが?
Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Getherick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
ここによらずそっち行ってもよかったってことだな。ケセリックの命はあとわずかだ。シャドウハートが倒す。
Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Getherick's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise.
どうやったら奴のところまで行けるんだ。影に囲まれてるんだろ。
You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
新キャラいるか。おまた長くなった。サムネ間に合うかな。はいじゃ今回はこの辺で、時間があったらゆっくり入れるかもですが、そうでなければ垂れ流しの予定です。今までご視聴ありがとうございました。他にもしてるのでよければご覧ください。それではまた近いうちに、お疲れ様でした。